Okay, so today is October 16th, and this was the day when the cement floor was supposed to be poured. So it's now approximately, I don't know, 6 p.m., and I arrived here at 6:30 a.m. Actually, 6:32 a.m. I was a little bit disappointed about that because yesterday when I had a talk with Sebastian Franco, he he told me that he would be coming at 6:30 in the morning in order to take some measurements and make some final calculations in order to be able to get the right amount of cement required for this. So I got here, and as I was driving up Vic Ridge Road, there was a very large vehicle driving past in the opposite direction, and it was Sebastien who was very upset. He told me he was losing money, he was pissed off, and I told him, hey, when can we reschedule? Eventually, I did get around to offering to compensate him because he was really he wasn't what's the term I'm looking for? Not consolable, but yeah, I just couldn't convince him. It was just like this is the way it was, and so he drove off, saying, promising that he would call later, but that didn't happen. When I did call him, eventually, um, he just wasn't interested in talking. I told him I did the best that I could. He was pissed off because water was coming in through the roof. I hadn't had a chance to caulk the seams yet. The people left on Monday in anticipation of the rain that we were having. I told them just to put a tarp. That wasn't enough at all. It's a cheap tarp, and eventually it's just it's water resistant and it's not waterproof. So I today with Lisa we pulled back the tarp. I caulked all the seams of the subfloor, and then I put the leftover vapor barrier, the 15 mil vapor barrier that we had for the basement. I put it on the roof, and then for the periphery, the little bits that were left, we used the 6 mil, which we connected together with duct tape, or is it duct tape or tuck tape, the red tape. But I caulked as well underneath the tuck tape, so I formed that extra little barrier, and then we put the tarp back on. But that was it, man. This guy, he just decided to leave. He just left, and so Christian came over today with his partner. They spotted some errors. They said that well, the walls are not square; they're off by 2 inches on both sides. So they're going to be correcting that. I will not be continuing with Ben. This is ridiculous. Like, they were using, I spent $4,700 Canadian on these floor joists and these engineered pieces of wood. These are called LVLs, and they're quite large. They're about 10 inches high, and they were supposed to be used as headers, les linteaux, over here. But these guys built these headers out of 2x8s and filled them up with insulation. So they just did what they knew, and it's a real piss off because we had the plan, we had all the components. It's like building IKEA furniture, and having to use all the components. These guys would have maybe 20-30% left of the components, and I got the price on this, and the amount of LVLs that they did not use in their appropriate places, like a puzzle, amounts to about $700, and the time that they used amounts to about $400 plus the insulation that they put inside the headers. So that's about $180. So we're looking at close to $1,200, if whatever. My calculation is probably off. So yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed right now because, as I told Lisa, she was getting mad at me. She was like, I'm rushing everything. I wasn't rushing things for the sake of rushing things, man. I would love to be able to sit on this for 10 years. I don't fucking care. I didn't even want to build a house. I was perfectly happy with my tent. But that's the thing, it's like the price of wood went up 77%. So I'm like, fuck, man, I'm not building the rest of the frame over there. The second floor, and then, the first floor, and then the second floor and the roof. I'm just going to wait. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until January, February, see if the price goes back down. Because, whereas I'm spending, $4,000 on wood, or would have been earlier this year, Now I'm spending 3 times the amount, so 4,000 becomes 12,000. That's a lot of money, man. So because of the increase of the price of wood, I had to shut the project down at the foundation level. I have to protect it. I have to put insulation prematurely. You're supposed to spray that polyurethane insulation after the plumbing and the electricity and all that other stuff. The reason why I hurried and used a bunch of jokers, because they really don't know what they're doing. They pride themselves on having a lack of education. It's insane. They use math. They're not square. Tabarnak, man. The fuck? Motherfuck, man. And then this fucking bitch decides to fucking take off today, man. Like, oh, I'm gonna leave because it's not perfect. Dude, motherfucker, just talk to me. I'm telling you, you can do whatever the fuck you want, man. Just get a fucking cement floor in there. No, I'm gonna leave. I'm temperamental. He has a reputation. I spoke to Mario Soriol, a local guy who's got like fucking Lou Gehrig's, who's gonna be dead in a couple of years. And this guy tells me straight up, no, I know him. Yeah, I know Sebastien Franco. He has a reputation of being prissy. Donc, formidable, Sébastien. Bon job, tabarnak. Hein? Check qu'est-ce que t'as fait, man. Tu m'as fourré aujourd'hui. Je t'ai offert de te compenser. Ta façon de penser, c'est pas raisonnable. Si t'es fou, quelqu'un prend responsabilité pour ta perte de temps parce que, OK, correct, j'ai pas fait une bonne job. J'ai pas eu le temps, esti. Hein? Il pleut pour tout le monde, tabarnak. So, yeah, man. Yeah, this is what fucking happened, dude. This is what fucking happened. This guy fucking walked, man. He fucking walked. Fuck, man. And I stayed up 31 hours in a row. And then a day after that, I fucking put in a 16-hour day, man. All in anticipation of the cement floor. Two things, in fact. The radiant floor, they didn't. Yeah, and that's another great thing. I'll get back to that in a second. So the radiant floor people, their next availability is in 40 days from now. And then this guy, not Mario, but Sebastien, they're up into November now. They're like, wow, man, their schedules are just crazy. They're all behind because of COVID. Everything was closed for 2 months. Now I'm getting stressed because I know I have to drive home and do paperwork. Fuck, I'm burnt out, man. I'm so burnt out, man. Tabarnak. I mean, when Christian came over today and he was fucking like, I told him, he's like, how's it going? And I said, well, I've been contemplating suicide. He's like, yeah, welcome to my world. I mean, there's just so much pressure, man. What the hell is the point of this? This is fucking crazy. I mean, look how beautiful and peaceful. What happened to all the peace? Now it's just stupidity and lame ass and sloppiness and bad memories and fucking waste and waste and waste. God damn. Waste of energy, waste of money, waste of everything, man. Fucking shit. The fuck? I mean, I'm here. How is this happening? Fuck.